Ice cream seems simple: a tub in the freezer, a scoop, and you are done. But beneath the surface lies a complex world of food science, where microscopic structures, trade routes, and centuries of culinary evolution collide. From ancient imperial courts to modern convenience stores, human beings have spent thousands of years inventing ways to trap air, alter crystal structures, and cheat physics just to freeze something delicious. This is the ultimate operational audit of the cold dessert world, breaking down the exact mechanics, histories, and hidden science behind every frozen treat on the planet. Welcome to Food Genesis. Ice cream, at least a third of what is inside a standard tub of ice cream, is nothing but air. Without it, the mixture would freeze into a solid block of dairy ice that is too hard to touch, let alone eat. The magic happens via a rotating metal dasher that spins through the liquid base as it freezes, continuously folding air into the structure to create a soft, scoopable emulsion. Records suggest cream-based frozen desserts first gained traction in 17th century Italy and France, with some historical sources pointing to earlier roots in China. Trade routes and European colonists eventually carried these techniques worldwide. However, it was the advent of industrial refrigeration in the 1800s that transformed ice cream from an elite luxury into a mass-market staple. Today, it anchors the entire cold dessert industry, serving as the benchmark against which every other item is measured. Sorbet. Because standard ice cream fundamentally requires dairy, it raises a historical question. What did people freeze before cows were part of the culinary picture? The answer is sorbet, and it has been around significantly longer. Sorbet contains no dairy, no cream, and zero fat, consisting entirely of fruit, sugar, and water. This total absence of fat is precisely why a scoop of sorbet looks distinctly bright and almost translucent, lacking the soft cloudiness that cream produces. The word itself traces back through Italian and French to an Arabic root, with many historians placing the earliest versions in the Middle East and Persia, long before the recipes ever reached Mediterranean Europe. Italian and French royal courts eventually made it highly fashionable, though for centuries it appeared between dinner courses as a savory palate cleanser rather than a standalone dessert. Sherbet. What happens when you take the simple formula of a fruit sorbet and add just a tiny splash of dairy back into the mix? That hybrid creation is sherbet, and it lives directly in the mechanical territory between sorbet and ice cream. It features just enough dairy to make the texture noticeably creamier than a pure fruit sorbet, but nowhere near the heavy fat content or richness of traditional ice cream. The name descends from the exact same Arabic root as sorbet, tracing back to a chilled, sweetened historical beverage called sharbat that predates frozen desserts by centuries. The modern American market eventually drew a hard regulatory line between sorbet and sherbet, assigning sherbet its own distinct legal category. This unique classification is why the terms still confuse consumers everywhere else in the world. Granita. If the goal is to freeze a liquid only halfway and keep it distinctly slushy, you enter the realm of granita. While a granita and a convenience store slushie are built on the exact same premise, semi-frozen liquid, they arrive at completely opposite structural results based on how they are agitated. Granita is frozen slowly and stirred completely by hand while it sets. The explicit point of this manual agitation is to encourage the growth of coarse, distinct, jagged ice crystals. A commercial slushy machine, by contrast, spins constantly to prevent those very crystals from ever forming, keeping the liquid moving so it stays perfectly uniform. Granita records trace back to Arab-ruled Sicily in the 9th and 10th centuries, where snow was harvested from the slopes of Mount Etna, carried down the mountain, and mixed with fresh fruit and sugar. Slushy. The mechanical sibling to the hand-stirred granita is the automated slushy. The format took a massive leap forward in the 1950s when the American slushy machine was invented, turning an artisanal, climate-dependent Italian treat into a highly efficient, automated convenience store staple. By using a constantly rotating barrel and a specialized freezing cylinder, the machine creates a continuous flow of microscopic ice crystals suspended in flavored syrup. Today, a refined granita decaf served alongside a pastry at an Italian cafe for breakfast and a neon-colored Slurpee purchased at a highway gas station, are technically close engineering cousins, separated only by the mechanical intervention of a spinning motor. Ice Pop's what changes when the freezing base transitions to cream or fruit juice and gets frozen directly onto a wooden stick. The origin of the modern commercial Ice Pop reportedly started with an accidental discovery by an 11-year-old boy in San Francisco in the early 1900s who left a sugary drink outside on a freezing night with a stirring stick still sitting inside the glass. Independently, however, Mexican paleteros were already crafting paletas handcrafted frozen pops, combining fresh, whole fruits and heavy cream in a parallel culinary tradition that had nothing to do with the American accident. While the corporate popsicle brand successfully locked down the trademark name in the United States, traditional paleta culture spread northward through migration, establishing its own vibrant street food category defined by complex flavor profiles like mango chili or avocado lime. Gelato looks incredibly similar to ice cream and sits in the exact same style of display cases, but its internal architecture is fundamentally different. The primary mechanical divergence lies in the churning speed. Gelato is churned at a much slower rate than ice cream, which means far less air gets trapped inside the matrix. The resulting product is significantly denser and carries a much more intense flavor profile on the human palate. Surprisingly, despite feeling richer, modern gelato typically contains a lower percentage of milk fat than standard ice cream. The craft is deeply tied to Renaissance Italy, with records highlighting Florence as a major historical development center. Today, a pillow-shaped mound of dense gelato pressed flat with a traditional metal spatula has become the universal visual shorthand for high-end frozen craftsmanship. Frozen yogurt, the next category, relies on a hidden chemical trick, and the organism doing the heavy lifting is completely microscopic. Frozen yogurt contains live bacterial cultures that are robust enough to survive the intensive freezing process. They simply go completely dormant in the sub-zero cold and reactivate once they hit the warmth of the human digestive system. Frozen yogurt launched as a major commercial product in the United States during the 1970s, strategically positioned by marketers as a lower-fat, health-conscious alternative to traditional ice cream. A massive wave of dedicated shops arrived in the 1980s, followed by a second global resurgence in the 2000s that popularized the self-serve, multi-tiered toppings bar format that is now found on nearly every continent. Banana soft serve. What happens when you completely remove all dairy, sugar, and chemical stabilizers, replacing them with a single piece of fruit? A single, completely ripe banana, frozen solid and tossed into a high-powered blender alone, produces an internal texture that is almost completely identical to dairy soft-serve ice cream. The banana's natural sugars and complex fibers break down during the mechanical shearing of the blades in a specific way that perfectly mimics the velvety structure cream normally provides. This is an entirely modern creation, born not in an ancient kitchen, but popularized globally through food blogs and social media in the 2000s. It democratized frozen desserts, allowing fitness and plant-based communities to create a pale yellow, single-ingredient soft-serve swirl using basic kitchen appliances. Mochi ice cream. Mochi ice cream is a hyper-delicate treat where advanced food science is highly visible. The dessert consists of a premium ball of ice cream wrapped inside a thin, outer layer of pounded sweet rice dough known as mochi. The core engineering challenge here is the wrapper. Standard dough freezes into a brittle, unpalatable rock, but mochi dough must remain perfectly flexible, soft and distinctly chewy, even at sub-zero temperatures. Achieving this precise textural equilibrium requires a highly specialized manufacturing and starch stabilization process, which explains why mochi ice cream costs significantly more per piece by volume than scooped ice cream. The hybrid concept was commercialized in Japan and the United States during the 1990s, expanding from specialty Asian supermarkets into mainstream grocery giants. Kulfi. While most Western frozen desserts prioritize trapping air to soften the texture, traditional South Asian kulfi has absolutely no air in it whatsoever. To create it, milk is cooked down slowly over a low flame for hours until the water content evaporates, causing the liquid to heavily thicken and reduce. It is then poured directly into metal molds and frozen solid without a single second of churning. The resulting dessert is denser than any standard ice cream on Earth and melts at a remarkably slow rate. Records show kulfi has been crafted across the Indian subcontinent for several centuries, traditionally infused with rich aromatics like cardamom, saffron, and crushed pistachios. A tapering cone unmolded onto a plate, holding its sharp edges perfectly straight while the ambient air warms up around it, perfectly demonstrates what extreme density means in practice. Affogato is an immediate, high-temperature collision of a dessert and a beverage occurring simultaneously. The preparation is deceptively minimal. A shot of piping hot espresso is poured directly over a scoop of cold vanilla gelato. In the seconds before the first bite is taken, both components undergo a rapid physical transformation. The exterior of the cold gelato instantly melts into the espresso, creating a thick, creamy foam, while the hot espresso cools down against the frozen core. The name is Italian for drowned. It began as a casual, unlisted Italian cafe item and didn't explode into a formal global dessert category until the international specialty coffee culture of the 2000s picked it up and pushed espresso into the mainstream. Baked Alaska presents a baffling physical paradox. It involves putting a solid block of ice cream directly into a blazing hot oven, or hitting it with a direct flame without the ice cream ever melting. The secret lies entirely in its outer coating of whipped meringue. Because meringue is composed almost entirely of trapped air pockets, and air is a notoriously poor conductor of thermal energy, the whipped egg whites act as a highly effective layer of insulation. The cold stays trapped completely inside, while the intense heat toasts the outside of the dome. Some historical accounts state it was created by a chef in New York in the 1860s to celebrate the United States purchase of Alaska, while other culinary lines trace similar insulated desserts to earlier origins in France. Dippin' Dots are manufactured using a radical cryogenic freezing process. Liquid ice cream is dropped flash by flash directly into a vat of liquid nitrogen, maintained at a freezing temperature of roughly -196 Celsius. Each individual droplet freezes instantly into a perfect flash-frozen sphere before it has the physical time to spread out or merge with the droplets surrounding it. An American microbiologist originally developed this exact technique in the late 1980s while running experiments on cryogenic freezing methods for livestock animal feed, later applying the process to dairy. Because the resulting beads require storage temperatures far colder than a standard commercial freezer to prevent melting into a solid block, they are rarely found in standard grocery stores, remaining a novelty locked to theme parks, sports stadiums, and specialized vending machines. Premium kakigori, the final dessert on our list, takes the absolute opposite engineering approach to flash freezing. Its most critical ingredient is time. Premium kakigori utilizes ice blocks that have been slowly frozen over a span of months or even years before the dessert is constructed. This ultra-slow freezing duration produces a flawless, tightly packed crystalline structure that is completely free of air bubbles or internal impurities. When this aged ice block is placed onto a traditional hand-cranked or motorized shaver, it shaves off in micro-thin threads that are nearly transparent. The resulting structure is so unbelievably fine that heavy flavored syrups do not run through the mound, but stay suspended directly inside the delicate ice threads instead. This premium culinary revival began in Japan in the 2000s, turning an ancient imperial luxury into a high-end global trend where a single, meticulously layered bowl can cost more than a full restaurant meal. The cold dessert world is an incredible testament to human culinary ingenuity. Whether you are manipulating ice crystals by hand on the slopes of a volcano, insulation testing with meringue in an oven, or flash freezing spheres with liquid nitrogen, you are participating in a global tradition of food science. Which of these freezing methods or historical engineering tricks fascinates you the most? Let's start a conversation down in the comment section below. Smash that like button if you learned something new today. And make sure to subscribe to Food Genesis for a deep look into the structural history of food every single week.